Peace. Ooh, y'all ain't see that one coming. I threw up the piece to throw y'all off. To throw y'all off. Y'all know what I mean. Quick little think fast. You know what I'm saying? To my music brethren, to my brethren making music, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, peace and love, blessing, you know what I'm saying? Y'all spreading vibrations, are very strong and do a lot of things. And getting on the subject of it, you know what I'm saying? I want to say to all my brethren, you know what I'm saying? It's not on that video, but like, I support you, and it's to some of my brethren, you know what I'm saying? I support you and and all, your endeavors, you know what I'm saying? Like, prosperity and blessings, you know what I'm saying? Like, and success, you know what I'm saying? I hope everything is successful with everything you deal with. But, you know, I don't support some of the lyrical content I hear from some of the brethren, you know what I'm saying? So I support, like, everything about you, you know what I'm saying, getting your abundance, and you know what I'm saying, supporting yourself and your family, and and expressing yourself, you know what I'm saying, and your thoughts, and you know what I'm saying, all this. But and when I'm saying this too, when I'm saying I don't I agree with, I support you, but not a lyrical content. That don't mean, still drop the whatever content. I ask that, we clean up the content, but be who you are from the heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't change. Just, you gotta feel the need to change, the feel the want to change. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna just happen just because somebody said. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen because you kind of resonate with what it said, and then you'll feel like, all right, I should change. But you know, like I say, though, I support everything. You know what I'm saying? I just, in some cases, like the shooting, the killing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now that, like, once I had my Kundalini raising, man, and just really started my ascension process, like, I'm at the point now where I can't even, like, be in the same, like, if the music, like kill a motherfucker, there, kill a nigga, there, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just like, just kill, 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 and it's like, ah, la, 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 la. That's how I be feeling. Matter of fact, that's what my spirit be doing. Like, whenever I'm around that kind of music, I be kind of like, like, I can't hear you. Like, you know what I'm saying, man? And two, you know what I'm saying? Not only that, but it is a backwards thing, you know what I'm saying, to want to uplift, you know what I'm saying? And I understand telling stories and things of this nature, but, you know what I'm saying? You got to want to uplift, you know what I'm saying? And bring yourself out of those situations, you know what I'm saying? And be positive. And like I said, we all, on our different growths and our different levels, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to just, it got to be that. Because if it was like that, then everybody would just, and, everything would be different, right in one moment. It take, time, you know what I'm saying? But that's another thing why I'm saying this too, because if you want to see change, you got to be the change you want to see. You know what I'm saying? And every other lyric that's talking about shooting yourself or shooting, I mean, just kill, kill. It don't make no sense. Start this, do this, And like I say, it's a free will universe. You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna be the first to, I always like to say that the free will universe. I understand that. I'm just letting you know how I feel about the situation. You know what I'm saying? And how, just real logic behind the situation, basically. You know what I'm saying? And, for me, like, the vibrations of it, like calling females out of their name, but you got a daughter, you know? Then you want to get mad when, she around little boys who disrespect like the music that you either jam or that you make. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's where you're contradicting, you know what I'm saying? Or like you want to see the cops stop killing, the virgin, you know what I'm saying? I just like to say melanated, not black, you know what I'm saying? But you just want to see that stop. You want to see it come to a stop, but every other rap lyric, you're talking about shooting each other. You know what I'm saying? Like for nothing too. It's just like anger and testosterone and kill just for nothing. Like, and it's like, Rachel, like I got plenty of free hugs. Come get some, man. I got hugs and crystals. Like, come get some of this good. Ah, you know what I'm saying? Rub one of these on your face or something, man. But y'all get the picture, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just like be the change you want to see, man. And that, like I say, I support y'all every endeavors, man. Like, and to that point too, that's why, I may not give shout outs to some of the music you drop because some of it, like, I don't support what may be in the lyrics, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going forward and, not backwards. And that's not saying, like I say, you are where you are on your spiritual journey or in life, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be where you know what I'm saying? Do what feels right in your heart. But I'm just letting you know. So I support you, the lyrical content. Yeah. It's just can't contradict, you know what I'm saying? And that's all I be hearing is just negativity and violence, and you're wondering why you want to fight and do this, you know what I'm saying? You're pushing out the vibrations, do a little experiment, you know what I'm saying? Listen to a song about happiness on your way to work, and then listen to a song about, you know what I'm saying, about killing or doing all kind of shit, and see where your mind be at when you go to work. You know what I'm saying? See how you feel. You're gonna be like everything is good, or you gonna be like, look at this motherfucker here, complaining in a negative mode because of just listening to, and the vibrations of music is strong, man. Because think about it like this, man. I am a person that no one understand. Not only my mama raised me right, but when I say right, trying to keep me out of trouble and things of this nature, try her best, you know what I'm saying? But not only that, but my mind frame, I knew what was, like stay away from this, and that's the bad stuff, and that's what you need to keep yourself, toward. But even that, like listening to and being in an environment and listening to some Hot Boys, some Lil Wayne, or some UGK, like I used to jam, not screw too much, but that old music, that hustling music, and now all of a sudden I'm a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? Like now I'm ready to go slang a kilo or something. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how the vibrations work. Matter of fact, that also stepped into the game of where you hear the mainstream. That's why you don't hear no Rastafari on, Blessed Eye, Selassie, Rastafari, blessing love to the brethren, the hydrants, brethren and sisters. But that's why you don't hear no reggae, no roots culture, on nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta go on the internet to find out what's the new reggae wave and shit. Like it's not on the radio and stuff like that. But that's why, because them vibrations, they gonna promote, somebody that's telling, say for instance, like the black community to kill each other, you know what I'm saying? Or just anything that's be progress and get drunk in the club, slap a female, I can't even repeat that. And you know what I'm saying? I used to jam, you know what I'm saying? Like, trust me, I understand. You know what I'm saying? And two, coming from somebody, that's on the spiritual path, I always like to keep it, like and let you know, oh, yeah, like I still, you know what I'm saying? And even sometimes nostalgic wise, like I jam some old stuff, understanding that you don't be, you know what I'm saying? I have to cleanse myself afterwards, you know what I'm saying? But like, cause the music nostalgic, if it's not too, you know what I'm saying, bad, I could jam it, you know what I'm saying? So I understand the process, but the words is vibrations, and that music's strong. not STSKR. You know, like Gucci Man probably said, man. Vibration strong, man. Strong. Just, what I told y'all is a 10-minute video already. But I support you. Blessings and prosperity. Matter of fact, I'll talk about that in a little bit. Blessings and prosperity, man. I support y'all and y'all moving, man. Just, with and to the brethren that do, have to clean, like, and which, you see me, I push it and support, you know what I'm saying? But like, I support everything, but there's some lyrics, just can't be behind, you know what I'm saying? But this was a thing fast, that, like I said, took a little longer, but happy now. Now is the vibrate, baby. Not too far in the future, not too far in the past. Right.